For my intellectual AB mix, I chose racism in America. I'm discussing this topic because even though we have come a long way since the time of W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington, from around the early 1900s, like we discussed throughout this class, these activists believed in equality in different ways, but I don't believe as a nation we fully reached this equality for Black folks. The reason I chose to do an iMovie is because I thought it would be a good way to include news clips from what I've learned about racism in America, and I'd also be able to explain the information as well. There's still the stigma over how Black folks should be treated compared to whites. Being from Chicago, I constantly hear about white police officers who don't hesitate to shoot African Americans. Even just recently, on November 12, 2018, an African American security guard was killed when he was responding to a shooting, and then the police officer that was there killed him. Along with this shooting, even our president is racist. Donald Trump, he states that we should only allow immigrants from European countries and not allow African countries into our country. He's also questioned our former president, Barack Obama, whether or not he was actually a citizen of America and if he was actually born in Hawaii or another country. Here's a video of the security shooting in Chicago just a few days ago.
Cell phone video shows the chaotic scene in Robbins early this morning. 26-year-old Jamel Roberson was working as an armed security guard at Manny's Blue Room Bar. Witnesses say security asked a group of drunk men to leave, but at least one person came back with a gun and started shooting. Security returned fire, and witnesses say Roberson apprehended one of the men involved outside.
He had somebody on the ground with his knee in his back with his gun on him, like, don't move.
A Midlothian police officer who responded to the scene opened fire. Adam Harris witnessed the shooting.
Everybody was screaming out security. He was a security guard. And they still did their job and saw a black man with a gun and basically killed him.
Authorities are releasing few details tonight. 4 other people, including a suspected shooter, suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Every artist he's ever played for, every musician he's ever sat alongside of, we're all just broken.
This is video of Roberson playing the organ. He served as a musician at several churches and had plans to become a police officer.
He was getting ready to train and do all of that stuff. So the very people that he wanted to be family with took his life.
Once again, it's the continued narrative that we see of shoot first, ask questions later.
Here's another news clip of a shooting that occurred back in 2014 in Chicago of a white police officer killing a black teenager. This police officer was just found guilty for second-degree murder this past October.
A black teenager resumes today after the defendant made an unexpected appearance on the witness stand. Jason Van Dyke testified in his own defense yesterday in a Chicago courtroom. Now he claims he shot 17-year-old Laquan McDonald back in 2014 because the teenager was threatening him with a knife. Dean Reynolds is outside the courthouse where Van Dyke faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and a possible life sentence. Dean, good morning.
Good morning. Back in 2014, October of 2014, Van Dyke and his partner responded to a call about a man with a knife breaking into vehicles. 6 seconds after arriving on the scene, Van Dyke fired off 16 shots, killing Laquan McDonald. And yesterday on the witness stand, a combative and at times emotional Van Dyke recounted events of that day.
His face had no expression. His eyes were just bugging out of his head. He had just these huge white eyes just staring right through me.
With the help of defense attorney Randy Ruker, Jason Van Dyke walked the jury through his version of the moments leading up to the deadly 2014 shooting.
I was yelling at him, drop the knife. I don't know how many times, but that's all I yelled.
And did he keep advancing toward you?
He never stopped.
But even the defense's own animation and the dash cam video do not show McDonald advancing toward Van Dyke or any of the other 7 officers at the scene.
He waved the knife from his lower right side upwards, across his body, towards my left shoulder.
And when he did that, what did you do, officer?
I shot him.
Tuesday's testimony also included some theatrics from the defense. Use of force expert Barry Broad acted out how little time Officer Van Dyke would suppose.
So here's an article about Donald Trump being a racist from USA Today. During immigration talks in the Oval Office in January, President Trump reportedly grew frustrated with the crude description of Haiti, El Salvador, and African countries. According to a report from Washington Post, Trump stated, "Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?" Trump reportedly told a lawmaker on Thursday. The president then suggested the U.S. try to increase immigration from other countries like Norway, whose prime minister he met with this week. The article continued on with Trump's belief of Obama being president. It states that well before he became president, Trump was one of the loudest voices of the birther conspiracy. He claimed that the then president, Barack Obama, was not born in the U.S., and even went as far as claiming that he sent investigators to Hawaii, where Obama was born. Even after Obama released a long-form version of his birth certificate, hoping to quell the conspiracy, Trump kept floating the idea that Obama was an illegitimate president. To continue with Donald Trump not believing Obama was a born citizen, here's a voice recording of him and his beliefs.
The state of Hawaii says this is official. He was born in Hawaii on this date. Here it is. Why do you deny that?
A lot of people do not think it was an authentic certificate.
Donald, you're beginning to sound a little ridiculous. I have to tell you.
You are. Well,
He insisted to CNN that the
Throughout this project, I learned how racism is still an issue in America. Just because slavery and segregation may not be a huge issue, there are still ways that our country acts that is not fair towards African Americans. Many people's mindset is that Black people are not equal to white. The fact that police officers who are designed to protect everyone is killing innocent people based on the color of their skin is unacceptable. The issue has been going on for decades now, and nothing is changing. Along with this, the President of the United States, our leader, is a racist. We as a country elected someone to run our country that doesn't view everyone as equal. From learning throughout this project, I believe that the fact that we chose a racist to lead our country is the bigger issue than him actually being one. It shows that the majority of our country still believes that people are not equal, and that needs to change.